This is a Heart and Hand production.
Hello everyone, my name is David Edgar. I'm the host of Heart and Hand, the Rangers podcast, and I'm joining you tonight live from Ibrox Stadium after Rangers went down by 2-0 here to Roma. And it's a cliche, men against boys, but that's what it looked like out there. Roma were miles ahead of us. They won at a canter without really needing to expend much energy, without even really needing to get out of second gear. I get the impression if they needed to go out and play another game right now, they probably could. And it was not because of a lack of effort from Rangers. I mean, the players worked hard enough. It's just a lack of quality. This Rangers side is devoid of quality. None of the defenders should be starting for Rangers. It's that simple. None of the defenders who played tonight are good enough to be starting for Rangers anymore. Tavernier has got things he can bring domestically, but his legs have gone, and at this level you very much can see it. The midfield is functional at best. Tonight they looked tiny in comparison to the Roma midfield and just got passed about. It was like playing football as a kid with your dad, and he just keeps the ball from you effortlessly, and you're running about daft trying to get it and you just can't. That's what it felt like. And up front for Rangers tonight were a group of youngsters, and they look every inch of it. Their decision making is not good yet in their career, which is understandable. And as I say, they worked hard, created a couple of things, you've got to be honest, but I always got the impression in this game tonight that had Roma needed to, they could have stepped it up, and had they wanted to, they could have gone and scored more goals. And I wasn't alone in that. You could sense it in the stadium. There's a weird vibe in the stadium. What's interesting though is nobody was having a go at the players, because I think there's a realisation of the fact that they're very limited. Nobody was having a go at the manager, because Danny Rowell's just in the door. It's not his fault. He didn't sign these players. But they were having a go at the people who did. Kevin Thelwell was told where to go tonight, and so was Patrick Stewart, and there were some banners flowing as well telling them what the fans think of them. And I think it's very interesting. There's no Russell Martin there as a shield anymore, and no wonder that the fans are turning on them, because the money that has been spent to make this side worse, and it's worse than last season, and last season wasn't good enough either. But this Rangers team has been left a limp and lifeless squad, and the performance was just so anemic. There was really nothing to it, and that's the thing. This Rangers team is a nothing team at the moment, and Danny Rowell has his work cut out, because he's trying to patch up so many leaky parts that never mind getting his own stamp in the team, he's just trying to make it functional. The opening goal we conceded was again from a set piece, and you can talk all day about men and systems and formations. If people don't do their jobs at set pieces, then you're going to be in trouble. We allow a free run at the ball from a Roma defender. He nods it down to Sewell at the back post, and he heads it in, and there were 3 or 4 other Roma players who could have done so. Just nobody blocking, nobody running, nobody matching it, not being aware, not being switched on. The second goal was really poor, and I haven't seen it back, but it's just a ball up. I don't know what Suter's doing. He's ball watching. He just allows Dobbien to come and take the ball down and then lay it off, because Suter's nowhere near him, even though he can see it coming. It's coming from their half, and it's laid off to Pellegrini, who's a very good player. He doesn't need that time and space, but when he's got it, he just picked his spot in the bottom corner, rolled it in, and it was 2-0. And as I say, Rangers, we had a few chances. Chermiti has had one in the first half that he's driven past the post. Then really good bit of play by Gassama, ends up with the keeper palming it away, and it just falling behind Mikey Moore, which was unfortunate. But yeah, I think there was just a sense that we were up against a side who were better than us, but that we didn't lay a glove on them. And unfortunately, after the last 7 years of European performances, that isn't good enough. We have gone backwards. We've gone backwards at an alarming rate, and the fans know who are responsible and let them know. So it's over to Andrew Kavanagh now. How he can watch that tonight, after being here for the likes of Fenerbahce last year, how he can watch that tonight and not be asking questions of his director of football, I do not know. But yeah, as I say, it was a very, as I say, bloodless performance from Rangers. There was just nothing much to it, and in the end it was as easy a victory as Roma will get all season. Roma are a very good side. They're second in Serie A. They're more than capable of beating us, but I'd like to have made them work for it, and tonight I felt we didn't, and that's the biggest disappointment of all. Anyway, thank you very much for listening to me. I'll be back on Sunday after Rangers take on Dundee, where I think we all expect a far better performance than we witnessed tonight. Thanks for listening. Bye bye.